This place is the kind where someone swoops in to fold your napkin if you so much as stand up. The tables are dressed in crisp white cloths. Conversations just barely above a whisper. The wine list, don't even get me started. It's pricier than my mortgage. Ilara sits across from me, running her perfect nails over the linen, tracing little patterns like she's working up to something. Her nails look like they belong in a jewelry ad, soft pink, glossy, expensive. Mine? Short, sensible, scrubbed clean. Hands that belong to a vet, not a debutante. Marcus fiddles with his Rolex. Third time in 5 minutes. The watch flashes under the chandelier. I wonder if he practiced that move in the mirror. Feels like the kind of guy who would. Leora. Ilara's voice is gentle, careful, like when she used to ask for lunch money. Or gas. Or that time she needed 80 grand to dodge the creditors. You know, Marcus and I have been planning our wedding. I just nod. Don't say a word. My phone sits hidden in my lap, screen dark but ready. Ethan texted before I left. Remember everything. Just that. We found the most amazing venue in Napa, Marcus says. He leans in, elbows on the table, like he's letting me in on a secret business deal. Vineyard views, sunset, super exclusive. I tell him it sounds beautiful. Ilara's eyes go all shiny. I know that look. Same one she'd get as a kid begging mom for something, just one more thing. It is, she says, kind of breathless. It's perfect. It's everything we've dreamed of. I wait. Thing is, Marcus says, and his voice goes hard, the venue needs a big deposit. With the market the way it is, cashing out some investments would put us in a tough spot. I almost laugh. He talks like he's auditioning for a business show. I know his firm's barely hanging on. The suit? Probably maxed out a credit card for it. What Marcus means, Ilara says, reaching for my hand, is that we need help. Family helping family. There it is. We need $120,000, Marcus says. Just like that. No build-up. Drops the number like he's ordering an appetizer. The word just hangs there. I think about Mom's house. The 4-bedroom place where we grew up. It's mine now. 1 month since Mom died. 1 month since I held her hand at the end. 1 month since Ilara came late to the hospital, mascara perfect, blaming traffic. From selling Mom's house, I say, quiet. Well, yes. Ilara squeezes my hand. Hers is soft and warm. Mine feels rough, out of place. You got the whole house, Leora. It's only fair to share some of that with family. Fair. I remember 16. Prom dress in the closet, corsage wilting in the fridge. Ilara was 4, burning with fever, Mom at her second job. I stayed home. Missed prom to take care of her. 23, canceling a trip because Ilara needed me to co-sign her first lease. 28, draining my savings to bail her out of credit card debt. 35, lying to Ethan about $5,000. 41, writing Ilara a check for 80 grand while she cried and promised it was the last time. Mom's voice echoes, weak from cancer, still stubborn. Leora, you've given enough. When will it be enough? It's only fair, Marcus repeats. You got the whole house. He leaves out the part where he toured the house 6 months ago, talking about knocking down walls and replacing the fireplace, while Mom was upstairs, dying. I heard all of it through the baby monitor I used for Mom. Mom would have wanted this for me, Ilara says, eyes brimming with tears that somehow don't ruin her makeup. She would have wanted to see me happy. My phone buzzes. Ethan again. Stay strong. I can offer $25,000, I say. Calm. As a wedding gift. That's it. Marcus laughs. A quick, sharp bark. That doesn't even cover the flowers. Ilara's face shifts, just for a moment. The tears vanish, and something icy flashes in her eyes before she gets it under control, mask snapping back into place. Leora, come on. We're family. 25,000. That's it, final offer. Take it or leave it. Silence hangs between us. A waiter glides by, balancing a tray of wine glasses. Someone laughs at the next table. Marcus clenches his jaw. Ilara's fingers dig into the tablecloth, her perfect nails pressing into the white linen like claws. You're being selfish, she says, soft but sharp. After all I've been through. After losing Mom. I stand up and smooth my jacket, looking down at my baby sister, the one I raised, not mom. The one I've sacrificed for over and over. Take it or leave it, I say again. I drop 3 20s on the table for my untouched water, and I walk out into the bright afternoon, phone in hand, already pulling up the recording I made of Marcus and Alara at Mom's house 6 months ago. Ethan was right. It's time to remember everything. Ethan finds it on a Wednesday night. I'm at the kitchen table with a mug of tea gone cold, Mom's photo album open in front of me. Baby Alara. Gap-toothed at 7. Beaming in her graduation gown. My throat aches. I keep searching for the moment she changed, when my sister became a stranger. Leora. Ethan's voice cuts through my thoughts. He's in the doorway, laptop in hand, wearing that accountant face. He's found something wrong with the numbers. You need to see this. He sets the laptop down, slides it over. The screen shows Marcus Caldwell's financial history. It's ugly. Gambling debts, $82,000 to an offshore casino. Another $29,000 to someone named Big Tommy, which sounds like the kind of guy you never want to owe money to. Keep scrolling, Ethan says. Cryptocurrency investments. All disasters. 140 grand gone, sucked into coins with names like Moonshot and Rocket Fuel, the sort that promise you the world, then leave you broke. Ethan says his family cut him off 6 months ago. There's a court filing. His father threatened to have him declared financially incompetent. My hands shake. I picture Marcus's Rolex, his suit, the way he asked for $120,000 like it was lunch money. It's all borrowed, all pretend. There's more. Ethan clicks over to a new tab. Text messages. A whole thread between Alara and Marcus, dated 2 weeks before that restaurant ambush. Marcus, the sister won't just give us the money. We need leverage. Alara, I know Leora. Guilt works. She's been taking care of me since I was born. Marcus, then use it. Family obligation, dead mother's wishes, whatever works. Alara, I'll cry. That always gets her. I read them twice. 3 times. The words don't change. Ethan covers my hand with his. I'm sorry. My phone rings and Clara. Mom's older sister, the one who sent flowers to the funeral, the one who told me how proud Mom was of me. I answer. Hi, Aunt Clara. Don't you hi me. Her voice is sharp, cold. I just spoke to Alara. She's devastated, Leora. Absolutely devastated. About what? About your greed. About how you're keeping everything for yourself while she gets nothing. Your mother would be ashamed. The words land like a slap. I grip my phone tighter. That's not what's happening. Alara told me everything. How you manipulated your mother while she was sick. How you isolated her from the rest of us. How you refused to share a single penny of the inheritance. None of that is true. She's your sister. Your baby sister. And you're treating her like a stranger. Clara's voice cracks. I thought you were better than this. She hangs up. I set the phone down like it might explode. Ethan watches me, jaw tight. She's been calling everyone, hasn't she? I say. Probably. He pauses. Check your Facebook. I don't want to. I do it anyway. 3 cousins have unfriended me. The family group chat, usually full of recipes and baby pictures, has gone silent. Not really silent, though. I scroll back. They're still talking, just not to me. Someone named Emily Carter, a second cousin I barely know, has posted a vague status. It's sad when people show their true colors after a tragedy. Family should come first. 42 likes, 16 comments piling on. My clinic's Facebook page has a new review. 1 star. Anonymous. Dr. Harper seems caring with animals, but apparently steals from her own family. Makes you wonder what else she's capable of. Ethan reads it over my shoulder, mutters a word I never hear from him. They're destroying me, I whisper. They're trying to. He closes the laptop. The question is what we do about it. I think about Mom's hospital room, those last weeks. Alara visited twice, maybe stayed 20 minutes. That was it. I remember those nights in the chair next to Mom's bed. I'd hold her hand while she fought through the pain. Read to her when she couldn't sleep. Rosa, the hospice nurse, always had her little notepad, jotting everything down. She had these kind eyes and soft hands. "You're a good daughter," she told me once. "Your mother knows that." We document everything, I tell Ethan, slowly, almost out loud. Everything they're doing, everything they've said. Ethan just nods. "I already started," he says. "The texts, that restaurant meeting, Marcus's sketchy finances. I've got it all backed up 3 places." My phone buzzes. Voicemail from Elena Brooks, the family lawyer. I put it on speaker. "Leora, this is Elena. I got an interesting letter today from your sister's attorney. Alara wants to contest the will. Look, this is baseless. The will's ironclad. Your mom was completely sound of mind when she signed it. I've seen this before. They're just trying to pressure you. Don't fall for it. Call me tomorrow and we'll talk next steps." The message ends. I just stare at my phone. "They're going to drag this out," I say. "Make it as painful as possible." Ethan's joy tightens. "Let them try. We've got the truth." The next morning I drive out to the cemetery. Her grave still looks raw, dirt not covered by grass, headstone simple and beautiful. Just her name, her dates, and the line she wanted, "Beloved mother and friend." I sit in the damp grass, jeans getting wet, but I don't care. I finally say it out loud. I get it now. The house wasn't just money. It was protection. You knew Alara would pull something. You wanted to give me something they couldn't take. The wind picks up, leaves rustle, a bird calls out. I'm going to fight, I promise her. I'm not letting them destroy what you left me. My phone rings. Elena again. "I wanted you to hear this from me," she says. "Your mom came to see me 3 months before she died. She updated her will because she was worried about Alara. She told me her words, 'My oldest daughter has given everything. My youngest has taken everything.' It's time that ended." I close my eyes. Just sit with that for a minute. Of course Mom knew. "Thank you," I manage. "There's something else," Elena adds. "I'm sending a cease and desist to Alara and Marcus today. If they keep smearing you, we can sue for harassment." After we hang up, I stay a little longer at the grave. Then I head to my clinic. Mia's already there, waiting with coffee and that fierce look she gets. "I saw that review," she says. "Flagged it as false. Called the other partners. We're putting out a statement backing you." "You don't have to," I start, but she cuts me off. "Yes, we do. We're your family too, Leora. The kind that matters." She hands me the coffee. That night, I get 3 calls from relatives, cousins who've known me since forever. They apologize. Say Alara's story fell apart once they thought about it. They remember who was there for Mom. But then my phone pings again. Rachel's baby shower. Invitation revoked. Alara will be there and Rachel doesn't want drama. Sorry. Thanks for understanding. Ethan finds me staring at the message. He doesn't say a word. Just pulls me into a hug and holds on while I finally let myself cry. 3 days later, my phone rings again. Alara. Her voice is different this time, small, shaky. "Leora, I'm so sorry." She's actually crying, not the fake tears from the restaurant. "I've been stressed about the wedding, about money, everything. I said awful things." I'm standing in the kitchen, phone pressed to my ear, watching Ethan load the dishwasher. He glances up, catches my eye, and I see the warning on his face. "I just want to make things right," Alara says. "Can we meet?" The 4 of us. Marcus wants to apologize too. We found a solution that works for everyone. My stomach knots. "What kind of solution?" I ask. "Just dinner," she says. "Let's talk like family. There's a steakhouse Marcus knows. Really nice. Our treat. Tomorrow night at 7. I should say no. Every instinct screams at me not to trust her. But then she hits me with it, her old trick. Mom would want us to at least try, right? After I hang up, Ethan puts down the plate he's holding. "You're not actually considering this." She sounded genuine. Desperate, even. He dries his hands, looks right at me. "It's a trap, Leora. You don't know that." "Yes, I do." He grabs his phone, starts searching something. "What's the name of the steakhouse?" I tell him. He scrolls. "One-party consent state," he says. "But the steakhouse is across the county line. So, we bring insurance." He looks me in the eye. A phone. Set to record. Just in case. The idea makes my chest tight. That feels wrong. You know what feels worse, he says. Your sister trying to steal your inheritance. He puts his phone down on the counter. We're not going to use it unless we have to, but honestly, I've got a feeling we'll be glad it's there. I spend the whole next day practicing. In front of the bathroom mirror, keeping my face calm while Ethan throws the worst-case scenarios at me. Sign this, he says, waving a paper in my face. No, I tell him. My voice doesn't shake. Your mother would be ashamed of you. Maybe she would. I keep my breathing steady. But she left me the house for a reason. You're tearing this family apart. I'm protecting what she wanted me to have. By the time we pull into the steakhouse parking lot the next night, I've got a folder in my bag. The will. The recording from Mom's house. Affidavits from her doctor, the hospice nurse, even her best friend. Everything that shows Alara barely bothered with Mom at the end. The restaurant looks expensive, dark wood, leather booths, the kind of place where even the bread basket probably costs more than a regular dinner. I spot them right away. Not Alara and Marcus at their table, but two men in suits at the bar, staring at us. Way too alert for a casual dinner. They're not here for the food. Lawyers, Ethan mutters. His hand lands at the small of my back. Alara waves from a corner booth, her smile too bright, too perfect. Marcus stands as we walk over, his Rolex flashing in the dim light like always. You came. Alara pulls me into a hug. She smells expensive, like a department store perfume counter. I'm so glad. Appetizers hit the table fast. Too fast, they were already ordered. Calamari, shrimp cocktail, things I never would have picked. We're really sorry about how things went last time, Marcus says. He's cut his steak into neat little pieces, but hasn't touched a bite. Emotions were running high. We've been thinking, Alara chimes in, reaching for my hand across the table. About compromise. About what's fair. Here it is. Marcus slides some papers out of his jacket, sets them beside my plate. We had our lawyers draw something up. Just a simple agreement, he says. I look down. The words blur. Quit claim deed. Trust paperwork. Marcus's name everywhere. It's very straightforward, he insists. You transfer the house into a family trust. We all benefit. Everyone gets their fair share. Just sign it, Alara whispers. Her grip on my hand is too tight. Make this right, Leora. For all of us. Ethan moves slow, calm. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out his phone, and sets it down on the table. Screen up. The little red recording dot is blinking. No, he says, quiet but solid. Marcus's face goes white. What is that? Insurance, Ethan says. He nods toward the bar. The lawyers are already moving, grabbing their stuff. We have enough evidence of coercion and fraud. So do the security cameras in here. Smile, gentlemen. The lawyers can't get out fast enough. One drops cash on the bar and they're gone before Marcus can call after them. You recorded us? Alara's voice cracks, not with tears this time, just pure anger. People at other tables are starting to watch. A woman in pearls has her phone out. Yes, I say, pulling my hand out of Alara's grip. Just like you tried to ambush me. Marcus lunges for the papers, but Ethan's faster. He slides them out of reach. You'll want to hold on to these, Ethan tells me. Evidence. This isn't over. Alara's whisper is sharp, nothing soft left in it. You think you're so smart. But this isn't over. Marcus grabs my arm as I stand up, his fingers digging in. You can't do this. Ethan's between us before I can even react, solid, unmoving. Don't touch my wife. The whole restaurant goes quiet. Even the kitchen sounds drop out. I look at Alara. Really look. My baby sister, the one I raised? The 4-year-old with a fever? The teenager always asking for lunch money? She's gone. Maybe she never really existed. My baby sister died, I say, my voice steady. When she chose greed over love. No guilt anymore. Just clarity. We leave together. Ethan's hand is warm in mine. Behind us, Alara's voice is rising, Marcus trying to explain things to the manager, people at other tables pulling out their phones. The air outside is cool, clean. I can finally breathe. You did good, Ethan says. The phone in his pocket holds everything. Every word, every threat, every attempt to strong-arm me. And the quitclaim deed, all those impossible terms and Marcus's power grabs, is safe in my bag. But before we reach the car, I hear footsteps behind us. Fast. Angry. This isn't over, Alara hisses. She's followed us out, mascara streaked, that perfect mask finally cracked. You hear me? This isn't over. Marcus is right behind her, reaching. He catches my jacket. Ethan steps between us again, solid as a wall. I meet Alara's eyes over his shoulder. You're right, I say. It's not over. But it will be soon. We drive home in silence. The recording lives on Ethan's phone. The quitclaim deed is buried somewhere in my bag. And somewhere behind us, my sister is starting to realize she's already lost. Later that night, I spread out the state bar complaint form on my kitchen table, crisp paper, my handwriting neat but tense. I've filled out a ton of medical forms in my life, but this one feels different. Every line I write feels like a shot fired. Ethan leans in, reading over my shoulder as I type the last details into the online portal. You're sure about the names? He asks. Nathan Brooks and Sophia Lang. I don't even have to check. Those two, sitting at the steakhouse bar, are burned into my brain. 8 and 12 years licensed in this state. They should absolutely know better than to get involved in this kind of coercion. The cursor blinks over the submit button. My finger hesitates. I know what Ethan's about to say. What Mom would want doesn't matter anymore, he says, voice low. He's right. Mom spent her whole life patching things up, covering for Alara, making sure family dinners didn't explode. She always wanted peace. Always pretended everything was fine. But that's not what matters now. What matters is what's right. I click submit. The confirmation screen pops up. Case number 2026 ETH 8932. I screenshot it and drop it into the evidence folder on my desktop. That folder's getting fat. There are affidavits from Dr. Ellis noting Alara's 3 visits during Mom's 6 months on hospice, while I was there every day. Rosa's nursing logs, detailed down to the minute, who showed up at 2 a.m. when Mom couldn't breathe, who changed her sheets, who held her hand. Bob's statement about Marcus, lurking on the sidewalk 2 weeks before Mom died, snapping photos, notepad in hand like he could already see the new paint on the walls. My phone rings. Unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. It rings again. Same number. 30 seconds later. Answer it, Ethan says. We're recording everything now. I hit speaker. The app's already running. This is Leora. Miss Harper, this is Thomas Caldwell. The voice is old money wrapped in fake sympathy. Marcus's father. I don't say a word. I'm calling about this unfortunate situation with my son and your sister. I understand there's been some tension regarding family property. Tension. The word tastes sour. Is that what we're calling attempted fraud now? He pauses. I've been made aware of a recording, one that my son claims was obtained illegally and is being used to threaten him. Ethan shakes his head, sharp. I ignore him. The recording was made in a one-party consent state, Mr. Caldwell. I checked before I went to that steakhouse. Everything on that recording is legal and admissible. His tone goes stone cold. If that recording is shared publicly, or if you continue this harassment campaign against my son, we'll have no choice but to pursue defamation charges. Marcus is prepared to take whatever legal action is necessary to protect his reputation. I can't help it, I laugh. It comes out hard and ugly. His reputation. The one where he tried to cheat a grieving woman out of her inheritance? That reputation? I would encourage you to speak with your attorney, Ms. Harper, and to remember that legal battles are expensive. Protracted. I have considerable resources at my disposal. The line goes dead. I stare at my phone. My hands are steady, but I feel something cold settle in my chest. He's bluffing, Ethan says. That was a scare tactic. Maybe. I add the call to my timeline date, time, content. The document's up to 15 pages now. Every text from Alara, every social media post, every threatening phone call. All time-stamped, all organized, all backed up in 3 separate clouds. My laptop chimes. New email. I almost ignore it, but the subject line grabs me, thinking of you. From someone named Amelia Grant. I don't know any Amelia Grant. I open it anyway. The message is short, sweet, full of sympathy. I saw Alara's post about missing her sister and just wanted to reach out. I can't imagine how hard it must be to lose your mother and then have family conflict on top of that grief. Alara showed me some old photos of you two together. She seems like such a loving person. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive whatever misunderstanding has come between you. Family is so important. I scroll down. There's a link to her Instagram. Ethan's already searching it on his phone. 147 comments on that post Alara made yesterday, the one with the childhood photos. I already know which one she used. The two of us at the beach. Me studying her on her first bike ride. Christmas morning, she was 8, I was 20, me in my college sweatshirt, her in pajamas I bought with my grocery store paycheck. Missing my sister who left me behind. Ethan reads. She's the one who got everything, left me with nothing but memories. Mom loved us both. Leora? Now she just loves herself. And the comments, God, the comments are even worse. Strangers online calling me selfish, greedy, a bad sister. A disgrace. I snap my laptop shut. We don't respond, I say, but my voice barely sounds like mine. Not publicly. Ethan nods, already typing. I'm sending screenshots to our lawyer, he says. And to your cousin Marie, she's been asking questions. The rest of the afternoon just dissolves. Ethan's IT friend Lucas, a digital forensics guy, shows up. He sets up his gear on my kitchen table, wires everywhere. Preserve everything? He asks. His machine hums while he goes through my texts, emails, all my social media. If this goes to court, you need a clean chain of custody, he tells me. My phone buzzes and Clara. I let it ring. The voicemail icon pops up almost right away. Leora, I just want to understand, her voice thick, like she's been crying. Alara showed me those messages where you threatened to ruin her wedding, where you said such awful things about Marcus. She's devastated, honey. Absolutely devastated. I know you're grieving, but this isn't like you. Call me, please. Let's talk before this gets any worse. I save the voicemail, drop it into the evidence folder. She's lying, I tell Ethan. I never threatened anything. He doesn't even look up. I know. He's flying across his keyboard, cross-checking dates. So Alara either made the messages up or twisted the real ones completely. Either way, it just proves her pattern. More evidence. Evening falls. I'm at my desk, drafting emails to my cousins. No anger, just facts. Dates from Mom's hospice, proof of who was there, copies of the will redacted. I lay it all out, truth, plain and simple. I don't hit send. Our lawyer told us to wait. Let Alara keep digging her own hole while we stack our case higher. My phone rings again. This time it's the practice. I almost ignore it, but Dr. Reyes is a partner. I can't. Leora, we need to talk about something, he says, voice careful. We got a complaint through the state board. Anonymous. Someone says you've been distracted at work, made a medication error, put a patient at risk. My stomach just drops. That isn't true. I know, he says, a little softer. I checked your charts myself. Everything's perfect, documented, correct. But the board has to investigate. It's standard. How long? 2 weeks, maybe 3. It won't affect anything here. We all know it's baseless. But I needed to let you know. After he hangs up, I just sit there. They went after my job. The one thing I built that's got nothing to do with family, inheritance, or Mom's house. Ethan finds me, still clutching my phone. They're getting desperate, he says. I nod, can't talk yet. That's good. Desperate people slip up. And we're tracking everything. The engagement party invitation is still on my fridge. Country club. Black tie optional. My name's missing from the guest list, but we both know I'll be there. I pull up the recording on my phone, listen to Marcus's voice. Just sign it, Leora. Alara's urgent whisper. The lawyer's footsteps fading. The engagement party is coming. And I'm ready. Day of the party, the country club lot is packed with luxury cars. BMWs, Mercedes, a Tesla that probably costs more than my yearly salary. Ethan parks near the front. I see chandeliers through tall windows. Inside, Alara's party is buzzing. You sure about this? Ethan asks. I check my phone. Recording queued, battery full. I'm sure. We walk up together. My hands are steady, which surprises me. I thought I'd be shaking. A bridesmaid steps in front of the door. I recognize her from Instagram, tall, blonde, wearing a dress that costs more than my mortgage. Her smile is pure ice. You're not welcome here, she says. I look her straight in the eye. I'm here to show everyone the truth. Her eyes narrow. She pulls out her phone, starts texting. Probably Marcus. In seconds, a security guard steps out. Young, maybe 25, already looking awkward. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Then the manager appears. Older, silver hair, suit that practically shouts authority. This is a private event. Leave now or we'll call the police. Ethan squeezes my hand, just once. Then he faces the manager, calm as ever. We're here as paying guests, he says. The manager blinks. Excuse me? We'd like to buy drinks at the bar, Ethan says. He grabs his wallet and flashes his credit card. That's it, we're customers now, not trespassers. I watch the manager's face go tight, his eyes working out the legal math. Ethan's right, and everyone here knows it. The country club bar can't turn away anyone ready to buy a drink. 2 martinis, Ethan tells the security guard, cool as ever. If you don't mind. The manager's jaw clenches, but he nods. We just bought ourselves a little time. Not much, but it'll do. Inside, the ballroom is every inch what Alara imagined. White roses everywhere, a string quartet tucked in the corner, tables gleaming with cream linens and gold. The guests? The kind of people who spend their summers in the Hamptons and their winters in Aspen. Marcus's family mostly. His dad dominates the bar, surrounded by guys in suits that probably cost more than my rent. We slide along the wall, drifting toward the sound system. Nobody notices us. All eyes are glued to the small stage up front where Marcus is fussing with the microphone. Can I have everyone's attention? Marcus's voice booms out, killing the music. The room quiets. Alara slips up beside him, glowing in her white dress, playing the radiant fiancé. She's got the roll down cold. I want to thank you all for being here tonight, Marcus says. Alara and I are so grateful for your support as we start this journey together. While he's talking, my phone's already out. Ethan shields me as I reach the main table and hook the auxiliary cable from the laptop to my phone. True love, Marcus goes on, his voice dropping into syrup, means conquering obstacles. It means standing together against those who would tear you apart. Even family members who let jealousy poison their hearts. A ripple goes through the crowd. I spot Aunt Clara dabbing her eyes, nodding along. But we've risen above that negativity, Marcus says. We've chosen love over bitterness, forgiveness over resentment. I hit play. The ballroom fills with sound crystal clear. Marcus's voice, recorded at the steakhouse. Just sign the quitclaim deed, Leora. We can have this done in 5 minutes. Then Alara, sharp and urgent. Just sign it, Leora. Papers rustling. My own voice steady. You brought lawyers to ambush me. Marcus again, cold. We're offering you a fair deal for your signature. I watch Marcus's face go white on stage. Alara's mouth drops open, but nothing comes out. The lawyers' voices chime in, too, clear as day. The threats, the pressure, every slimy trick, all of it echoes across the room. Alara snaps. Stop that, she screams, her voice raw, nothing like her earlier sweetness. Stop it right now. I don't stop. I let the whole thing play out. 2 minutes that stretch forever. When it's over, the silence is heavy. Marcus's father moves first, storming the stage, face purple with rage. You lied to us, he shouts. Dad, I can explain, Marcus stammers. You told me Leora was being unreasonable, his father bellows. You said she was keeping your inheritance. You're cut off. Do you hear me? Cut off. And you owe us $160,000 for the deposits we already paid. Phones come out everywhere. Recording. Posting. The social media beast Alara, once sicked on me, now turns on her. Bridesmaids edge away. Marcus's relatives shake their heads. I see Aunt Clara's face crumple. She backed the wrong sister. That recording is illegal. Alara shrieks. She can't use it. One-party consent state. Ethan says, just loud enough. Perfectly legal. I unplug my phone. I look at Alara, really look at her. The mask is gone. Her face is twisted, desperate. This is who she's been all along, under the tears and the drama. The truth always comes out, I say. Then I take Ethan's hand and head for the exit. Behind us, Alara's scream cuts through the noise. People bolt for the doors. Marcus's father is still yelling about money and lies. We step out into the night. The parking lot looks just like before, but everything's different now. Ethan opens the car door for me. How do you feel? I slide into the seat and finally breathe out. Free. A week later, a sold sign goes up on the lawn. Red letters on white, staked deep like a flag. Surrender, maybe. Or victory. I haven't decided yet. I stand in the empty living room, right where Mom used to keep her reading chair by the window. Every step I take echoes on the hardwood, bouncing off the bare walls and turning silence into something huge and heavy. Sunlight pours in through windows streaked with dust, picking up floating motes and catching on the floor in gold patches. Ethan walks by, arms wrapped around the last box, Mom's photo albums, cocooned in bubble wrap. On top, there's a picture of her from my college graduation. She looked tired, but proud. So proud. Ethan sets the box down by the front door. That's everything, he says. You ready? I try to answer, but nothing comes out. Just a nod. My phone buzzes. Alara's name flashes on the screen, then a voicemail pops up. Ethan watches me. You going to listen? I put it on speaker. I don't have anything left to hide. Alara's voice fills the room, wild and raw. Leora, you have to fix this. Marcus's family cut him off. The wedding venue's gone. Everyone knows. You did this. You ruined my life. Call me back. We're still sisters. You can't just abandon me. Mom would be so disappointed in you. Please. Call me. The message ends, and the silence settles even heavier. I shake my head. Same tricks, I mutter. Just more desperate now. Ethan takes my hand, squeezes. You going to call her? I look down at my phone at Alara's name, all those missed calls and old messages stretching back 6 weeks. She tried everything. Guilt, anger, threats, tears. The whole playbook we learned as kids. I hit delete. Watch her voicemail vanish. No, I say. That baby sister I raised? She's been a stranger for a long time. I just didn't want to see it. Ethan pulls me in, and I rest my head on his shoulder, letting myself feel it, not her guilt, just the grief. The real kind. The kind you feel for someone you thought you had but never really did. The new practice called yesterday, I tell him. It's official. I start in 2 weeks. Ethan grins. My firm approved remote work too. We're really doing this. 500 miles away. A different state. A new house with mountain views instead of memories. A veterinary office that doesn't know about family drama or inheritance fights. Neighbors who won't whisper when I walk past. Therapy starts next month. Dr. Ellis says it'll take time figuring out why I gave so much for so long, learning the line between love and obligation. Clara Thompson, Mom's best friend, threw me a farewell dinner last week. She's the one who testified about Alara barely visiting Mom in the hospital. She cried when she hugged me. Your mother would be so proud, she whispered. She gave you this house to protect you. You finally get that. 3 cousins apologized. They said they believed Alara at first, but after the engagement party recording, they see things clearly now. We swapped new numbers, promised to stay in touch. Maybe we will. Maybe chosen family works better than blood anyway. The moving truck idles in the driveway. Ethan checks his watch. We should go. It's a long drive. I take one last look around. The spot where Mom taught me to braid my hair. The corner where Alara and I built pillow forts. The kitchen, I made dinner there every night while Mom worked double shifts. Good memories. Bad ones. All mine, to keep or leave behind. My phone buzzes again. Alara calling. This time I don't hesitate. Block. Delete. Gone. Ethan holds the door for me. Sunlight spills across the threshold, warm and bright. I step out, lock the door, drop the key in the realtor's box. We drive into the sunrise, windows down, radio up, Ethan's hand in mine. That night, Surrounded by boxes in our new house, I pull out my journal and write by lamplight. Ethan assembles furniture in the other room. Love isn't measured in dollars or sacrifices. Mom knew that. She gave me this house as a test, not an inheritance. I finally passed. People say I'm selfish. I call it survival. Real love needs boundaries, even from family. I close the journal and walk to the window. Mountains rise, purple against the night. No bad memories here. Just possibility. Ethan wraps his arms around me. Happy? He asks. I lean into him, feeling the weight I've carried start to lift. Getting there, I say.